This last week, Amazon released the first images for their upcoming Fallout series, and now this morning they dropped the first trailer for that series as well. So I'm just going to kind of do a watch through of it and give you my honest opinion and reactions to what I think about it. So here we go.
I know that I've lived a relatively comfortable life.
So far, it has a good vibe to it, I think. Or a good look. In the Fallout games, the character leaves the vault for various reasons, whether there's an uprising there or everyone's dead or something like that. So I'm just kind of curious why she's leaving here, because usually you won't have someone voluntarily leave and then people just kind of let them. So maybe they'll answer more of that in the trailer or in the story, but let's continue. No. Has a good look to it. I think that's the Santa Monica Pier, because I believe this takes place in Los Angeles. I'd have to double check on that one, but I think it is a smart move to set it somewhere different from the other games, because you don't want to follow the story of like Fallout 4 or Fallout 3 or New Vegas or anything like that. I think it's a wise move to try to do their own thing with it.
You need to go home. Vault dwellers are an endangered species.
Now I'm thinking, obviously you're going to have rad roaches in there, but they better have death claws. I mean, if you're going to have a Fallout series, you got to have death claws at some point. And I don't know. I mean, it's probably going to be some climactic thing later on in the series, because obviously that's a showstopper sort of thing to introduce a death claw. So I'm just kind of wondering how they'll try to weave that in.
I do not think you would be willing to do what it takes to survive up here. If you insist on staying, then you will have to adapt.
Yeah. Not something you see on a lot of movie or TV show productions. I like what they're doing with the power armor here. I could have seen other studios trying to do the CGI approach, and I don't really necessarily have anything against CGI inherently, but I think something like this lends itself to actually having a physical suit that the actors wear, and that's probably a wise choice. They look pretty good too.
So they say will be a lovely day.
Okay, so this looks like the vault, so maybe there was some type of uprising there and the main character had to flee for whatever reason. So kind of keeping in line with what we can expect from every other Fallout game in the series. There's something wrong with the vault. Character leaves, introduced into the wasteland, and then has to survive. Cool, let's continue.
A bright new sun will suddenly break through.
Definitely has a pretty good aesthetic to it. Still kind of in keeping with the whole scrapyard sort of look to it, because I mean that's kind of what we've come to expect from the Fallout series. I mean, they're a couple hundred years removed from civilization ending, so everything is just kind of thrown together. But since it's kind of an alternative 1950s-ish timeline sort of thing, I just don't want to see certain things. Like, I know things are kind of thrown together through scrap, but I don't want to see like modern firearms that are just kind of decked out in a certain way, or modern vehicles that are thrown together in this kind of mess. I think everything should be in keeping with the 1950s aesthetic, if that makes any sense. So far, I mean, I do like I said, I like the look of it, but I don't know if that's necessarily what they're going to do. So I do have some reservations. All right, we already saw this image this last week.
I grabbed a moldy one.
Okay, I'm kind of curious about, because clearly a mutant wearing a vault suit. So is this someone who left the vault, or is this someone who took the suit of someone else who left the vault? Because it wouldn't make sense to actually have a mutant living within the vault if this is supposed to take place prior to everything. Maybe that's what it is. It's just someone who left the vault and mutated, or someone who took the suit off of someone. I don't know. I'm just kind of speculating at this point. Wait, what was that? He's remained calm. I love that touch. I do like a lot of that type of humor within the whole Fallout universe. At least that's what's kind of fun about it. Well, there you go. First impressions, I mean, I don't think it looks too bad. I mean, this is something, at least if I just had this to go by, I'd probably be curious about checking it out. Am I super excited about it? No. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily excited about it, but I mean, I look at this and it's like, okay, there's potential there. It definitely looks the part. The biggest question, though, was just how the story is going to play out, because even though every Fallout game has its own story to it, and this is clearly something different, then it could be entertaining. But at the same time, like any story, I mean, it has the potential just to screw it up. I mean, this could be just a terrible story with a Fallout paint job attached to it. So I'm not super sure what to expect from this, but I don't know. Maybe I will like it. Maybe I won't. I just kind of want to see more at this point. But at the very least, I'm not just dismissing this outright entirely just from this first teaser. I'm just kind of like, okay, I'll take a wait and see approach and judge it from there once I get more information. But let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Is this something that you're kind of excited about? Do you want to check this out? I'm curious what people have to say. And if you like this video, make sure you click that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with the latest news. Thank you.